Hey, I'm here with today's coach training lesson, and that is the 3 vital behaviors. You're going to hear a lot about these, and I found that people just make reference to them without explaining what they are. So here's your explanation. The 3 vital behaviors are be a product of the product, invite, and personal development. And I'll go into what each of those is. So first, be a product of the product. So most likely you became a coach once you already had some experience with Beachbody products. And probably you became a coach because you had a good experience. So maybe you even feel like I do, I just love this company and I want to be part of whatever they do. And I really feel like just about anyone, there's something that we make that person could benefit from. So it's really simple. All you have to do is tell people about it, and you don't have to ram it down their throat or talk about it all the time, but also don't be afraid to mention it. It's part of your lifestyle, and just share that part of your lifestyle. So, workout pictures with your Shakeology, if it's even, a little more subtle than that, like when I drink my Shakeology, I take it to work in my Shakeology cup. And I'm not approaching my coworkers to tell them about Shakeology, but sometimes people ask about it. And, just even when people ask, oh, what'd you do last night? You get a lot of questions. So you don't have to be in people's face. The topic is still going to come up. And when people ask, don't be afraid to say, I did Insanity. You should be proud of that. Or I did the 21-day fix or Turbo Fire or whatever it was. And so just first and foremost, it's actually using the product. Drinking your Shakeology daily unless there's some reason you have an allergy to one of the ingredients. Doing the workout programs, trying out the different products that the company offers over, the space of a year or two even. At this point, a year in, I still haven't done all of the workout programs because there are a lot of them. But just work your way through and be consistent day by day. Make this a part of your life. That's number one. That's the foundation, because you are not going to convince anyone to use these products if you're not willing to use them yourself, even though you get a discount on them. So, product to the product. Don't be afraid to tell people. Don't be afraid to post about it even. And if you like posting workout pics, great, but it doesn't have to be that either. Number 2, invite. So, part of this is meeting new people, making new contacts, and then also inviting them to a group that you're offering, a program that you're offering, to consider becoming a coach. So, this is just, again, really not that complicated, but it's easy to skip, It's kind of a cliche, but I'll say it anyway. These are things that are easy to do, but they're also easy to not do, right? It's really easy to think when you're tired, okay, I'm not going to, I'll skip inviting today and I'll catch up tomorrow. But what happens is, it's something that we tend to avoid if we're shy or we have trouble figuring out what to say. And then all of a sudden a week has gone by and we haven't sent any invitations. So the best thing is really, especially when you're starting out, just to do a little bit each day. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 5. I do 5 a day. But, or even just 1, just do a little something every day. So, there are other videos on inviting, but really quickly, what could count as inviting is, it's talking, like I said, just talking to someone at work about Shakeology, and then, if you feel it's appropriate, sending them an email to follow up to say, hey, if you're interested, here would be the link. If you decide you want to order, let me know if there are any questions. You have to actually get to the ask for it to count as an invitation. So this is happening after you're building relationships. So part of number 2 in the 3 vital behaviors is building relationships so that you can invite. We abbreviate it, invite, because you have to get to that part. Okay, so that was one example, just talking to someone about Shakeology. It could also be, most of mine are Facebook messages, sometimes on Instagram too, but asking people about, telling them about a program that I'm offering and asking if it's something that would be helpful or useful to them. So, it doesn't have to mean sending your link. I wait until they say, yes, I'm in, before I send the link to order. But it doesn't count as an invitation until the conversation reaches the point where you say, you ask a question. For a long time, I said, is that something you'd be interested in? Because that's just a really natural way for me to say it. Some feedback I got is that sounds a little bit salesy, used car salesman. So that's not the impression I want to give. So right now I'm working with, is that something you think would be useful for you? Would be helpful for you? But whatever the wording is, got to ask a question for it to be an invitation, and got to do a little bit every day. All right, number 3, personal development. Now, as you spend more time in the universe of coaches, you'll see that there are a lot of books that it's like everyone is talking about. And some of them are really awesome, and some of them I have found not so helpful. So my recommendation is, read those books, especially if you like to read. And I go through books really quickly, so it's not a big deal to me if I read something and I end up hating it. It's just on to the next one. But if you want to talk about, there are audiobooks, podcasts. Let's talk if you're having trouble figuring out what to do for your personal development. Watching even TED Talks, YouTube videos about coaching. Some of the trainings from Beachbody Summit past years are on YouTube. There are a bunch of social media marketing experts that I follow, and they do free webinars and offer free video series trainings. The National Wake Up Call, our team Wednesday night trainings that Meg Wazinski offers. Any of those I count as personal development. Now, I also try and read a little bit each day, but I think if you're working on your business, and inherent in that with Beachbody is you're working on yourself, because that's the foundation of all of it. Working on gaining confidence, becoming a leader, on connecting with people and how you communicate with them. That's all just the foundation of everything that Beachbody does. And so any sort of business training is usually also personal development, personal growth. But that's really what we mean by personal development. It doesn't have to be these 10 specific books. If you find something outside of that you think can help your business or can help you grow to be better at this business, then by all means, do that for even 15 minutes a day. I recommend 30 minutes, but if you're crunched for time, 15 is way better than nothing, because it just keeps you in that mindset of learning and growing every single day. And take notes. One aha moment each day. If you want to send it to me, I'd love that. Love to see what you're learning and what you're getting excited about. Send it to me by email. But 15 minutes at a minimum, to where you feel you have one little thing that you learn that you can write down and maybe even schedule, implement, make an action plan. But obviously, that's not going to happen every single day, 365 days a year, because that would be a lot of new things to implement. But we want to work toward that, just always growing and learning. And that's why it's important, because, we all start from somewhere, and we all have blind spots, and we have areas where we can improve, and that's really what this company is all about. So we need to be doing that as coaches, and that's the only way our business is going to grow too. So we dive in, and we might not have that much experience. We learn as we go, but you do have to be learning. You have to be interested in learning. That's one of the things that I love so much about this company. But that's when people's businesses start to stall out, is when they keep doing the same thing over and over, and they wonder why it's not working. Or they stop being curious about how to grow the business and what they might try, little new ideas. That's just one of my favorite things, is trying something new and just seeing, is this going to work? Okay, maybe it didn't work so well. Try something different. But once you stop experimenting, your followers notice that, and Not to say you should be like totally taking your brand and like upending it every single month. That's not going to work. So when I say experimenting, little tweaks, little new and different things. But if you're just constantly posting the same thing day after day after day, people are going to notice that and they get bored. And you would probably get bored with it too, right? You want your business to be exciting to you, and personal development brings that in. So those are the 3 vital behaviors: product to the product, invite, and personal development. If you have any questions, as always, shoot me an email. Always happy to talk. Thanks for watching.